checking the microphone. Hello. I guess that means it works. Okay. Well, that's that.
Test, 1, 2, 3. Test, 1, 2, 3. Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to today's OCAA basketball contest between the visiting Sheridan Bruins and your hometown Lambton Lions. Today is the final home game scheduled for the 2019-20 season, and we're going to have a presentation to our seniors who will be leaving at the conclusion of the season. We ask that you please direct your attention to center court for a special ceremony honoring our graduating players. James Grant, head coach, now in center court.
Okay, that's better. Pretty loud. Thank you for joining us today for the final home game of the regular season, and it's also the final home game for our seniors. And I would like to ask Judy Morris. That's loud. I'd like to ask Judy Morris to go to college, and we're going to recognize Jason here. Jason's a 5-year Lion, came to Lambton from Thistletown High in Toronto. He's the last remaining member of the 2016 OCAA Bronze Medalist team, and has been a great veteran presence with the current squad. Jason was the first player who came to Lambton from Toronto to play basketball, and led the way for many others throughout the years. Jason will end his career as the only Lion in history to qualify for the OCAA playoffs 5 times every year of his eligibility. Jason is a tenacious defender who was responsible for helping transform our ability to defend during his time in Lambton. Best of all, he's graduating our program with 2 diplomas. From the start of his career until where he finishes, I'm not sure that there will ever be a Lion that was able to grow as much as you have and be a great player as you in person. Thanks for everything, Jason. Shaq arrived at Lambton 2 years ago as one of the first ever players from Brampton and instantly established himself as a favorite with his teammates, fans, and coaches. He's truly a glue guy, works hard, expects people to do their best for the team. He's made the OCAA playoffs in each of his 3 seasons with us and has developed into one of the best energy players that we've ever had as a Lion. Shaq will graduate with a diploma in sports and recreation administration this semester. I've enjoyed being able to watch him grow, Shaq, over the past few years. Your impact with our program will never be forgotten. Thank you. Our third graduate today is Tyler Bruins. Tyler walked on the team from Woodstock, Ontario 3 years ago and has developed into one of the most capable student athletes that we've ever had at Lambton College. Tyler consistently has put up honors grades in the sports recreation program and will graduate this spring. He's probably put up with more messages from me than anyone I've ever coached, all hours of the day and night, and he really hasn't let this program down. A lot of our success has to be attributed to your dedication to our program. You will make those OCAA playoffs each 3 years, and you've developed over a lot of big games. You've also been a member of the college's student council on the staff through this time here, and you've been a great leader every step of the way. I couldn't be prouder of you, your many accomplishments, and I'm going to miss all those moments we've had and shared and growing with this team and the SAC. So thank you, Tyler. smiling, always positive, a real love for life and game. He reached out to me about a year later and we talked about coming to Lambton and what a great day that was for our basketball program. He will leave this program with 6 in career points, number 2 in career rebounds. His impact goes much further than that. Lots of attitude around campus and cages. He's helped us with the new facility. He's entertained and interacted with fans more than anyone we have ever had stood up for us. And that really speaks to who he is and who his ever-supporting family and raised him to be. On a personal note, Jason has transformed me a lot as a person. I think he'd say the same about me, unfortunately, right? It would be important for me to stand here and say thank you on behalf of the basketball program for everything that you have given us. But I think it would be more fitting to say thank you on behalf of everybody in this gym. They'll never forget you and all that you meant to us. Thanks, Jason.
And Judy, for that beautiful presentation, we're going to have 6 more minutes of warm-up, and then we'll proceed with the game.
Well, obtaining the federal funding was one of the high priorities for myself and for my staff in Ottawa. It was a long haul to get it. We started, I believe, in 2008, 2009. We're not successful that time, and applied again under part of the Building Canada Fund and the small communities portion of that, and encouraged the college to participate in that. They did, and that application, I believe, went in December of 2014, and by April of 2015, I was able to call Judy and say, guess what? you've got $10 million. So it was a wonderful experience.
We spent the time to gather support for a $5 million donation for the college expansion because we recognized as Lambton County elected officials that our first contribution was going to have a tremendous impact to the fundraising efforts of college officials when they went to speak to senior levels of government. The lead up was an anticipation. The joy after the vote was saying, we did this together, and we did it for our people, and it was awesome.
Well, my reaction to the vote was a pleasant surprise. I was a big part of it in the sense that I always wanted the college to locate the new facilities downtown. But I listened to the debate, and I knew that if I voted against it, because I have 3 votes on county council, it would defeat giving the money to the college. So I made a strategic decision to support the donation and live with the location coming here. In retrospect, President Morris was right and I was wrong. This is the right location for this new facility. Well, the college is an incredible beacon of light for this community economically and socially. It is leading the community in research, in international relations, diversifying our culture, developing relationships with First Nations. It is a strong component in our future, and it's great to celebrate the past, but I'm more excited with this new building and the partnership with NOVA about where the future is going.
I think when the request came to council for funding for this fabulous facility, it was a real easy decision for the council of Lambton County because of the asset that it brings to the community and the life that it brings to the community. This facility is so important to the county because of the innovation that's happening here, the development, the people that it brings here, the jobs. We're part of the top 7 intelligent communities in the world, just been named that. So it's really important that this is an integral part of that distinction. I'd like to extend congratulations to the Judy Morris and the entire staff and team and developers that have had the vision and brought this forward to fruition. This is a fantastic facility for the future. Thank you for everything that you do, and congratulations on a job well done.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of Lambton Lions men's basketball. I'm Tony Frankus, and I will be your master of ceremonies here this afternoon as we bring you the home finale for the Lambton Lions as they host the 13-5 Sheridan Bruins. In just a moment, we'll move over to public address announcer Dave Walls with today's starting lineup, but first the national anthem.
Could you please rise if you're able and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem? Starting lineup, starting with the visitors from Sheridan Bruins. Please welcome number 2, Jamal Edwards. In his 5th year from Brampton, number 8, Stephon Simpson. In his 5th year from Brampton, forward number 11, Nick Campbell. In his 3rd year from Mississauga, guard number 15, Keenan Danso-Dapa. And 2nd year from Mississauga, center, number 16, Mario Fang. from Brampton in his third and final year, number 5, Jack Seymour. Rookie guard from Brampton, Ontario, number 6, Cam David. Fifth-year guard from Toronto, number 15, Jason Heron. In his final third year at center, number 24, Tyler Reavers. And your captain in his 5th and final year from Detroit, Michigan, number 42, Jason Amplified Watts. It's showtime.
Tip-off coming up in just a moment here, and it is the home finale for the Lambton Lions, and a little bit of a departure from the usual starting lineup. 4 of those 5 names that made their way onto the court, graduating players, making this their final regular season home game here, and like we mentioned, the home finale today for the Lambton Lions before the OCAA tournament happening this coming March here at the Lions Den. Jason Heron playing his final regular season home game ever for the Lambton Lions. That goes with Jason Watts, Shaq Seymour, and Tyler Reavers. Cam David, number 6, the lone returning player next year in today's starting lineup. As we get to it here, the Sheridan Bruins, we got to talk about last night's game, and we're certainly going to find time to do that here today as the Lions win the tip-off. They're going from right to left, wearing the baby blue uniforms, and the Sheridan Bruins going from left to right on your screen. They're wearing the white uniforms. Shaq Seymour to Reavers in the corner, fakes 3. Pass is picked off by number 2, that is Jamal Edwards for the Sheridan Bruins. Now in the hands of Stefan Simpson, number 8 for Sheridan. And my goodness, what a game we had here yesterday with the Humber Hawks coming to town. At the time, the number 1 team in the OCAA Western Conference, came in with a 13-4 record with 13 consecutive wins. As the graduates will take a seat on the bench for now. Humber Hawks came into town last night, 13-4 record, number 1 team in the OCAA West, and with buzzer beater heroics, Darius Canty, number 12, who's on the floor now, hitting the critical 2 points to win the game, ending that 13-game win streak for the Humber Hawks and extending the Lambton Lions win streak to 5. That is now the longest active win streak in the entire province, 5 in a row. The Lambton Lions have not lost a game in over a month, as Jason Watts has it now. To Tyrell Miller to Darius Canty. He's at baseline. They're going to say he walked, and it will be Bruins ball. And the usual starting 5 now on the floor for the Lions. That's Cam David, Darius Canty, Jason Watts, Tyrell Miller, and DeAndre Reed. All 5 of them with excellent performances yesterday against the Hawks. As Cam David gets the loose ball, outlet pass to DeAndre Reed, had a game-high 21 points to go along with 5 rebounds yesterday. Jason Watts leans into 1 for 2. Double-double for Watts yesterday, 14 points to go along with 14 rebounds. What a performance he had as Simpson launches the 3. It's short. And back come the Lions. Here's Cam David, feeds Jason Watts. Floats another one in for 2. Make it a quick 4 points for Jason Watts, the veteran. Couple of names to look out for today for the Sheridan Bruins. Nick Campbell and Keenan Dansodapa, each of them scoring 30 points the last time these 2 teams played. Tyrell Miller called for the foul, and that means Jamal Edwards is going to shoot for Sheridan here. Nick Campbell and Keenan Dansodapa, each of them scoring 30 points when these 2 teams met. That was back on November 9th. However, it was Lambton College that came out with the win there in a close one, 100-99. Expecting a similar result today. Sheridan Bruins coming in with the #1 offense in the province. They average about 97 points a game. No foul call for DeAndre Reed. They're going to say it's out of bounds off of him, and it is Sheridan ball. Danso Dapa inbounding. Simpson has it with the handoff to Edwards. Now back to Danso Dapa. Number 11 is Nick Campbell, the #2 scorer in the entire province. Plays for the Sheridan Bruins, averaging about 24 points a game. Fakes 3. Handoff to Edwards from long range. No. He'll get another opportunity. Tries to get around DeAndre Reed, cuts under him, and he hit the bleachers hard. However, very quick to get up. He appears to be okay. DeAndre Reed called for the foul, sending Edwards into the audience there, but Jamal Edwards is going to shoot 2. Jamal Edwards, ever an offensive threat, 21 points per game this year. He'll get you about 5 rebounds and a pair of steals every night, too. And he gets him from the line. Excellent effort by DeAndre Reed to keep it inbounds. Cuts to Darius Canty in the paint, and easy, too. And I'm sure both the Lions and the Bruins are exhausted here coming into this one. Lambton playing yesterday against the Humber Hawks in an absolute thriller. One of the most exciting games we have ever seen here at the Lions Den, that's for sure, as the 3 from Simpson will miss. David can't keep it inbounds. They're going to rule Sheridan ball. And the Bruins last night making the trip down to St. Clair. Tough loss for them, 110-97 against the Saints. And they now sit at 13-5. That's good enough for 3rd in the Western Conference. So still holding on to a playoff spot. As Campbell weighing his options here. Shot clock down to 5. Darius Canty sticking right to him. Shot clock down to 2. He is stripped. Tyrell Miller gets the loose ball. Ends up back in the hands of Campbell, and he's going to go off the glass. Lions wasting no time getting to half court. There's DeAndre Reed who has it now. Darius Canty with Nick Campbell sticking to him. Cam David has it now. Tries to cut into the paint to DeAndre Reed. Pass is picked off by Simpson. Simpson looking to go coast to coast. He's fouled on the way up. Some applause from the Bruins bench, and Simpson will shoot 2.
Foul on Dave. Simpson shoots 2.
6:19 to go here in the first. It is 7-6. Sheridan Bruins lead the Lambton Lions here in OCAA men's basketball action. Thank you for watching this afternoon here on your TV. And this being the final home game before the OCAA Provincial Tournament, which will be held here at the Lions Den March 6th through 8th. And we cordially invite you to join us here in person and on your TV as well. Journey Joseph, trapped near the baseline. Out to Darius Canty now. He looks to go over. Mario Fang can't do it. Canty retains possession. Jason Watts fires from the corner for 3. No doubt about it, Jason Watts, the #2 3-point shooter in the entire province. As the 3 from Edwards will miss, Watts pulls down the rebound, and back come the Lions in transition. Cam David to Journey Joseph in the paint. And the Lions first to hit double digits. It's 11-9, almost halfway through the first quarter here. Danso Dapa with the handoff to Edwards. To Fang and back to Campbell. 3 is short. Journey Joseph has it now. Joseph slowing it down. DeAndre Reed with the pick and roll. Cut to Jason Watts outside. 3, bang! Watts. Jason Watts took him all of 5 minutes to reach double digits in this one. Keenan Danzodapa quickly responded with the three. Darius Canty fouled on the way up, and he's going to the line. Tyler Van Dyke has entered the game. He wears number 3 for the Lambton Lions. Cam David will take a seat as Darius Canty will shoot 2 free throws. Darius Canty in his first year of 3 eligible years here in the OCAA. Normally you have 5 eligible years, but he played 2 years for Macomb Community College. And what a game he had last night. 18 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 blocks, including the heroic buzzer beater as DeAndre Reed is fouled on the way up. He's going to be set for 2. Darius Canty yesterday 1 rebound short of a double-double for his 3rd consecutive game. As the first free throw from DeAndre Reed is good. Reed leading all scorers yesterday against Humber. He had 21. And 22 goes 2 for 2 from the line. Back at it, here come the Sheridan Bruins. Hand off to Edwards. Now in the hands of Nick Campbell. Edwards in the corner, trapped by DeAndre Reed. Edwards looking for help, goes baseline, kicks back out to Campbell. Campbell tries to drive over Jason Watts, and he drew the offensive foul. Darius Canty giving teammate Jason Watts the high five for drawing the foul. And back at it here, full court press from the Bruins. And here we go, 2-on-1. Darius Canty, alley-oop! And that one to the highlight reel. Jason Watts with the two-handed slam, and it is 20-14, 3:56 to go here on the opening frame. Lambton Lions, Sheridan Bruins. 3 from Kasim will miss, and there's Darius Canty finishing it off. Lions, one of the better offenses in the Western Conference, and they're showing it on defense too. As Jamal Edwards grabbed at Journey Joseph, might see an unsportsmanlike here. And as a result, Journey Joseph is going to set up at the line for 2. Jamal Edwards going over to the coaching staff, trying to explain his side of things. Simply wanted to stop the breakaway play from Journey Joseph. Didn't want him to go coast to coast, so you can understand it. Certainly no intent to injure, but just a little too aggressive on the foul. And Joseph goes 1 for 2 from the line. (23-14), 3:33 to go in the first. Jason Watts. Turnaround jumper is short, and back come the Bruins. Jamal Edwards looking for redemption from that last play. Handoff into the paint is no good. They are going to say last touched. And they're not moving towards the other end. That means it was last touched by the Lions. At least that's how the officials see it. Lions certainly don't see it that way. It will remain Bruins ball. Campbell inbounds to Simpson. Simpson nearly stripped by Canty. And they're going to say foul on Canty for reaching in. Shaq Seymour visiting the scorekeeper's table. He's going to check in. In favor of Darius Canty. Canty will take a seat for the moment. DeAndre Reed getting in the way of the inbound pass. Good defensive effort. It will remain Bruins ball. And they're going to say over and back. Another defensive stop by Lambton, and it will be Lions ball. The Sheridan Bruins, the #1 offense in the entire province, 97 points per game, and a large part due to, well, two things they do very well. They shoot threes very well, and they pull down offensive rebounds very well. #1 in offensive rebounds in the entire province. As the pull-up jumper eventually rolls in for Mohamed Kasim. And Seymour nearly stripped. Joseph almost trapped. Gets it back up to Seymour to DeAndre Reed. Won't fall for him, but he's setting up at the line. That's the 5th team foul for the Bruins as DeAndre Reed hits his first free throw. As Solomon Giamfi is going to check in here at next whistle for Sheridan. Rattles in for DeAndre Reed. Solomon Giamfi checking in here. 3 points per game this year off of the bench. He'll get you 4 or 5 rebounds on any given night as well. As the pull-up from Kasim will miss. Long outlet pass to DeAndre Reed is split up by Mohamed Kasim. It will remain Lions possession, though, with 2:21 to go. What a first quarter it's been for Jason Watts, coming off a great performance yesterday against the Humber Hawks, where he had 14 points, 14 rebounds, already at 12 points in this one. Tries to feed Seymour in the paint. Shaq keeps it in bounds. Tyler Van Dyke. Desperation effort to keep it in bounds won't work. It is Sheridan ball. That's Stephon Simpson bringing it to half court for the Bruins. Kasim working it around. Now in the hands of Giamfi. Solomon Giamfi hands it off. Back up to Simpson. Simpson fakes 3, splits the defenders off the glass with the finger roll for 2. Lions lead cut to 7. Joseph trying to split the defenders. He's fouled while doing so, and he will set up at the free throw line. Romar Subban was called for the foul for Sheridan. As the first free throw, a little short from Journey Joseph. One for 2 from the line again for Journey Joseph. About 1:40 to go here. Lions lead it by 8, 26-18 in this final regular season home game of the year for the Lambton Lions. Hosting the 13-5 Sheridan Bruins. Shot clock down to 3 as number 10 Solomon Giamfi hits the tray. Outlet pass to Shaq Seymour. He's going to go over Giamfi. Can't float it in. DeAndre Reed can't pull it down. And here come the Sheridan Bruins once again. An offensive foul called on Keenan Danso-Dapa. And for the second time this quarter, the Lions able to draw the offensive foul while the Bruins were driving into the lane. Here we go, alley-oop to Jason Watts! Another highlight reel two-handed slam as Jason Watts tried to draw yet another offensive foul. Didn't work this time. Solomon Giamfi will set up at the free throw line. Nonetheless, Jason Watts all smiles near the baseline, and rightfully so. My goodness, what a first quarter he's had. Already at 14 points as Giamfi hits the free throw. DeAndre Reed will inbound as the Bruins play full court press, and it works this time. Pass a little too much in front of Seymour. At the bottom of your screen, that's Keenan Dansodapa. 14 points per game to go along with 6 rebounds this year for the Sheridan Bruins. He scored 30 the last time these two teams played back in November. Lambton took that one 100-99 as the three misses. And once again, Kasim. It's those second chance points that keep the Sheridan Bruins in every game. They're the best at it. 30 seconds to go in the opening frame here. Shaq Seymour tried to pump fake, but got called for the walk. Didn't put up too much of a protest there, though. But a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here. 28-26, Lambton Lions leading the Sheridan Bruins. Kick out to number 10, rolling out. It is Solomon Giamfi missing the long-range shot. And here come the Lions. Shot clock is off. Down to 3 seconds. Miller drives, glass, rolls in for 2 as time expires. And that will put a skip into the Lions step here heading into the second quarter. 30-26. They lead the Sheridan Bruins in what has already been a high-scoring affair. And leading the way with a couple of highlight reel dunks, 14 points for the veteran Jason Watts, who, along with 3 of his teammates, graduating from Lambton College, making this their final regular season home game. That goes along with Tyler Grievers, Jason Herod, and Shaq Seymour. And a nice coach's move by head coach James Grant to allow those guys to start the game, along with rookie Cam David. Kind of a look at the past, present, and future of the Lambton Lions, all rolled into one lineup. And while we have a moment here before the second quarter gets underway, we cordially invite you to join us March 6th through 8th here at the Athletics and Fitness Complex at Lambton College. It is the OCAA Provincial Championship of Men's Basketball, hosted right here in Sarnia at Lambton College. And as a result of their hosting duties, the Lambton Lions get an automatic entry into the tournament regardless of record. Although the record just fine heading into this afternoon, 10-8. The Sheridan Bruins still trying to punch their ticket. And the Lions today trying to make things a little more difficult for them. 13-5. The Sheridan Bruins come into today, and they are coming in tired this afternoon here with a tough loss last night against the St. Clair Saints down in Windsor. A 110-97 defeat at the hands of St. Clair. And they're looking to at least split this road trip here before their final game of the season when they have to travel to Humber to take on the Hawks. That'll be an exciting one and could be for one of the remaining tournament spots. Again, taking place here at the Lions Den, March 6th through 8th. Tickets can be purchased at the Athletics and Fitness Complex desk during regular office hours and online at lclions.ca as the second quarter is now underway. Sheridan Bruins again going from left to right on your screen. They're wearing the white uniforms. The Lambton Lions wearing the blue uniforms, going from right to left. Darius Canty pulls down the rebound. Kicks it to Tyrell Miller. Across court to Cam David. Back to Miller. Long pass to DeAndre Reed. Gets away from the defender. Back out to Tyrell Miller. Shot clock down to 8. Tries to float one over the defenders. There's an offensive rebound from Darius Canty with the putback. What a game yesterday for Canty. 18 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals, and 3 blocks, including the heroic buzzer beater as time expired to give the Lions the victory, 84-82 over the, at the time, number 1 seeded Humber Hawks as a result of their loss, and the Redeemer Royals winning. Humber actually slipping to 4th in the West. And it looks like Romar Subban was fouled on the way up, trying to beat the buzzer. He's going to shoot 2. As Mario Fang will re-enter the game. Got to give a nod to the starters yesterday for the Lambton Lions, all 5 of them with exemplary performances. Tyrell Miller, what a rookie season he has had, keeps improving. 16 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, and 4 steals yesterday against the Humber Hawks. And Tyrell Miller now with 9 steals in the last 2 games. He had 5 of them against Canadore last weekend, and then 4 more yesterday against the Humber Hawks. Jason Watts with the cross-court pass to Darius Canty. Hands off to Cam David. Back into Darius Canty. Near the free throw line, over to DeAndre Reed. Tyrell Miller looking from long range. It's a little off. Danso Dapa pulling down the rebound. Simpson with the handoff. And Mario Fang a little too much off the glass. Back come the Lions. Tyrell Miller skips, floats, 2. Only averaging about 6 points a game this year, Tyrell Miller, but averaging over 2 steals a game as well. As the 3 rattles out, and back come the Lions, slowing down the pace of play. Never mind. Kicks down to Darius Canty near the baseline. Looks for 3. Shot's a little short. And there's Jamal Edwards with the rebound. Jamal Edwards looking to go coast to coast. Too much on the effort. Cam David, long outlet pass. DeAndre Reed, uncontested 2-handed slam. What a season DeAndre Reed has had as well. Really coming to form, 10 points per game to go along with 8 rebounds. Doing it at both ends of the court. He looks to go coast to coast. Off the glass, it's a little off the mark. Jason Watts stripped, and back come the Bruins. Edwards fakes 3 to get around Cam David. Gets a bit of an opening for the long 2. Rattles out. Fang gets the offensive rebound. To say last touch by Fang, it is Lions ball. As one of the stars of the team, number 11, Nick Campbell, re-enters the game. The number 2 scorer in the entire province with 24 points per game to go along with 6 boards and 2 steals. Number 1 scorer for the record, a young man named Zarius Loney out at Algonquin College, averaging about 25 a game. Fortunately in the Eastern Conference, so we don't get to see him. They're going to say over and back by DeAndre Reed. It is Sheridan ball. Seven minutes to go here in the first half. 7:08 remaining. 36-28. Lambton Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins here in the final home game of the regular season for the Lambton Lions. Shot clock down to 3. Campbell trying to get around Jason Watts. And they're going to say shot clock expired. He got to the backboard, but you got to hit the rim if you're going to beat the shot clock, which the officials say they did not do. Jamal Edwards vehemently disagreed with it as Cam David goes well cross court to Darius Canty. Canty picks up his dribble, hands it back to Miller. Miller over to Cam David. Cam David to DeAndre Reed, waiting in the corner. 3. No good, and here comes Keenan Danso Dapa. Tries to feed a streaking Nick Campbell. Pass goes behind him, and it's Lions ball. Stephon Simpson, number 8, showing some visible frustration. Not sure if it was with the call or with his teammates as Darius Canty goes off the glass, floats in for 2 more. And Darius Canty's in double digits here in the first half. Tyrell Miller doing what he does best. He's going to go coast to coast.
Miller, timeout.
And timeout Bruins. 40-28, the Lambton Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins. As we were not expecting this much of a disparity in the score. Again, still a lot of basketball to be played. We're only about halfway through the second quarter here, but 40-28, Lambton Lions, Sheridan Bruins, in this the final regular season home game of the campaign for the Lambton Lions. One more game next weekend. They got to take the trip to Conestoga to take on the Condors to wrap up the regular season. Conestoga with a 6-12 record. And the Lions automatically entered into the OCAA tournament, so not a lot at stake in that game next week, but a lot certainly here today, especially for the Bruins, and they find themselves on the wrong side of a 40-28 score here about halfway through the second quarter. A couple of big performances from the Lions so far. Jason Watts with 14 points. Had him in the first quarter. A little quieter here in the second, but Darius Canty has really turned it up. He's into double digits now, number 12 for the Lions. The buzzer-beating hero yesterday, Darius Canty. That highlight I'm sure you will see on social media. If you haven't already, been shared around a fair bit as we get back into it. 6:11 to go. And what a shot it was, too. That's going to be a memorable one for some time. As Jamal Edwards has it now for Sheridan. Goes to Nick Campbell. Parker Brooks has it now. Back to Campbell. Pull-up jumper. Good for 2. The turnaround from Nick Campbell. Very quiet afternoon offensively for Campbell. Not so much for Darius Canty. Give him a dozen. 12 points for number 12, and we are halfway through the second quarter. Pass goes well behind Tayshaun King, and it is Lions ball. Journey Joseph to Cam David. Cam David to an open Jason Watts. Feeds DeAndre Reed. Reed is stripped by Edwards. Sheridan trying to get something going offensively to close the gap right now. They face a 12-point deficit at the hands of Lambton. Brooks to Edwards. Edwards tries to split the defenders. It's stolen, and here goes Jason Watts. Looking to go coast to coast. Finger roll for the veteran. Give him 16. Nick Campbell. Campbell gets it opening, looking for 3. It's off the mark. Journey Joseph gets it off the foot of Edwards, and it is Lions ball. And Jamal Edwards with some choice words. Can't lip read, but I don't imagine they were overly pleasant words. As Jason Watts waits in the corner, fires 3!
For 3.
His favorite spot to shoot from, one of the best three-point shooters in the entire province. Number 2 in percentage, actually, about 43% from beyond the arc. As Journey Joseph will inbound to DeAndre Reed, to Jason Watts. He's left open, he's thinking Trey. Yes!
Watts! For 3!
He's heating up. Jason Watts up to 22 here in the first half. And fouled on the way, baseline, it's Jamal Edwards, and he'll set the ball down, and he's gonna shoot 2. Cam David called for the foul. That's his second. Jamal Edwards averaging about 21 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2 steals. Held to just 5 points so far in this one, make it 6. Second free throw from Jamal Edwards will rattle out. And it's been that kind of afternoon for the Bruins offense, as the deficit for them now 19. Darius Canty left open. Decides to walk it in. Turnaround jumper is off. And Parker Brooks, number 4, picks up his dribble, was thinking 3. They're going to work it around the horn. Jamal Edwards has it now. Trying to dance through the defenders. Last touch by Joseph. It will remain Sheridan ball. 3:42 to go, 50-31. The Lambton Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins. And some fresh legs will come on for Sheridan. Mohamed Kasim wears number 12. And Stephon Simpson will check back into the game, one of Sheridan's regular starters. Simpson goes back to Campbell. Campbell tries to go over Journey Joseph, bounce pass to Kasim. He's waiting on the wing. 3 is short. And there's Campbell with the putback for 2. A second chance point, strike it again for Sheridan. No look pass to Canty. 3, it's short, and Simpson gets the rebound. Simpson drives, too much off the glass, but there's Kasim waiting underneath. Cam David gets the rebound, he's stripped, and Jamal Edwards is fouled on the way up. And he gestures 2. That's Cam David's 3rd. And now coach is going to have a difficult decision to make. They're going to take a timeout and discuss this. Oh, pardon me, perhaps maybe only a second foul after all. Still hasn't shown on the scorekeeper's clock here. 50-33, Lambton Lions leading the Sheridan Bruins here at OCAA men's basketball action. Like we mentioned, final home game of the season here for the Lions. Next weekend they will head on the road to wrap up the regular season against the Conestoga Condors. And then March 6th through 8th, it is the OCAA Provincial Championship of men's basketball here at the Lions Den at the Athletics and Fitness Complex here at Lambton College. Tournament pass is on sale now at lclions.ca and at the Athletics and Fitness Complex desk during regular office hours. Select games we will be bringing you right here as well on your TV, and we thank you for watching this afternoon on whatever platform you choose. A special thank you to the staff and volunteers at Your TV for helping us bring you these productions throughout the season. And we look forward to bringing you more of them as we head into March. As number 2, Jamal Edwards is going to shoot. It is his 5th and final year of eligibility here in the OCAA as well, one of the graduating players. As he hits his first free throw, the 6-foot guard out of Brampton. 21 points per game this year. And he's up to 8. So just to confirm, Cam David is sitting at 2 fouls now. Pass goes off the foot, and quick in transition, it is Mohamed Kasim, can't float it in. Journey Joseph gets the D-board behind him. And in the corner, Darius Canty calling for it. He looks to drive baseline, feeds Journey Joseph, finger roll.
Joseph from Canty.
And he's up to 6 points here in the first half. Kasim feeds Edwards. Jamal Edwards, the first Sheridan Bruin to reach double digits this afternoon. Journey Joseph to Cam David to Darius Canty. DeAndre Reed from the corner. And it is well short. Back come the Bruins. That's Jamal Edwards. Gets it opening in the lane, and there he goes for 2 more. And the gap is closing. 52-39. The Bruins on a 9-1 run in the last couple of moments here, but there's DeAndre Reed. Doesn't get called for the jump ball, luckily escapes that one. Darius Canty is stripped, and here come the Bruins again. They have the hot hand over the last couple of minutes here. Long range three, and he let him know it, Jamal Edwards. And the Lions lead was as high as 19. It's been cut to 10 with a minute and a half to go here in the second quarter. Cam David trapped near half court, finds Darius Canty, drives over Mario Fang, and Darius Canty making some noise on the way back, making his presence well known. Darius Canty up to 14 points here in the first half. Jason Watts trying to strip Jamal Edwards, trying to keep him in check. Escapes the foul call. Three's off the mark, and here come the Lions. Journey Joseph brings it to half court, rolls to Cam David, pull-up jumper, three, yes! Been a quiet afternoon for Cam David offensively, but he's on the board with that one to wake up the crowd. Kasim kicks out to Campbell. Campbell trying to dance his way through Canty and Reed. And Mohamed Kasim from long range, he nails it. Journey Joseph back across court to Cam David. David, excellent work to split the defenders. Journey Joseph was thinking three, instead he's gonna drive right over Mario Fang. Shot clock is off, 7 seconds to go. Simpson trying to find somebody to shoot it. Kasim from near half court, what a shot! My goodness. Mohamed Kasim silencing the Lions crowd as we head into halftime here, 59-48. Lions in the driver's seat though as we head into the second half as they lead by 11. You're watching OCAA men's basketball here at lclions.ca and on your TV. Stay with us.
What's up, Lambton College? This is the Super Trooper team. Here we are. We're wishing you a great year, full of shenanigans, and leaders are calling up the Lions and it's just going to be a good team. Damn, it sounds like you need to hear that. So good.
the lucky ticket, please. Two 52091. 091. Going once. Oh, here we go. For the ticket. 091 it is. $8 works. Okay, what's your name? Cole. You get one layup, one free throw, one three-pointer. You get one of each. You get 2 chances each. One shot and half court for $1,000. One touchdown. Have you played professional basketball? No. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's good to go. Here we go. Get for Cole. It's a layup. Oh, one more chance, Cole. Oh. Hey, big hit for Cole.
Even at halftime, we like to bring you some excitement here at the Lions Den, but what a game it has been, and what a 24-plus hours it has been here at the Athletics and Fitness Complex. Yesterday, if you missed it, the Humber Hawks came to town, the, at the time, #1 seeded team in the province, and at the time, winners of 13 consecutive games, but the buzzer beater heroics from Darius Canty and the win streak for the Humber Hawks, and now the Lambton Lions, winners of 5 straight, the longest active streak in the entire OCAA. And right now at halftime, they lead the Sheridan Bruins by a score of 59-48. The veteran Jason Watts leading the way with 22 points. The aforementioned Darius Canty with 14 of his own. Second half action coming up in just a moment right here at lclions.ca and on your TV.
Lambton College is gearing up for some basketball excitement in only a few days. In fact, it's pretty big news for anyone in the Sarnia area. The college will be home to the 2020 Men's Basketball Championship presented by Calgore. Between March 6th and 8th, this place will be alive with players from across Ontario and fans alike. The Lambton Lions will be joined by 7 other teams from around the province who will look to secure their spot at the national championship. Only one team will move on, and all the excitement is happening in your backyard. Your TV will have all the games live in HD on Channel 700 and on some of our affiliate channels. The college is also very proud to host this event, especially following a massive 2-year build of their new athletics and fitness complex, the newest in Ontario's college system. The 40,000 square foot facility is home to the newly rebranded Varsity Lions and features a 2,100 seat gymnasium and a spacious fitness facility. And in case you missed it, some of the new features include a 1,600 square foot gymnasium with newly installed maple sprung hardwood, fully integrated sound and video system including a 144 square foot video board, 2 OES scoreboards, 6 change rooms, full-service food outlets in the AFC Student Lounge, team meeting rooms, the Calgore VIP booth with stadium seating, sport lounge with cantilever featuring court viewing, athletic therapy and first aid room, a second 7,000 square foot single gymnasium also with newly installed maple sprung hardwood, spacious fitness center for students and staff, separate fitness studio, as well as a soccer field. If you're interested in getting tickets to come visit the OCAA Men's Soccer Championships held right here in Sarnia, you can do so by visiting lambtoncollege.ca. Tournament passes will be sold in advance of the tournament at the Lions desk located at the Athletics and Fitness Complex. Tickets are available for purchase between 8:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. However, there will be no ticket sales on weekends prior to the tournament. Cash, debit, and credit are all accepted. A maximum of 4 tournament passes will be sold in one transaction. There will be a limited number of tickets available for walk-up purchases at the Athletics and Fitness Complex. If you'd like to reserve via will call, you can do so from the comfort of your own home through the will call process. Also, a maximum of 4 tickets can be reserved with one will call order. The college also kindly asks for 72 hours to prepare tickets to have them available at the Lions desk for payment and pickup. The tickets can be picked up and purchased between the hours of 8:30 and 4:30 Monday through Friday. If will call tickets are not paid for and picked up by 4:30 p.m. on Friday, February the 28th, they will be forfeited and released for sale once again.
Change everything. Everything is changing as we find ourselves running headlong into the 4th Industrial Revolution.
The good news is Lambton College is not catching up or reacting to this change. We have been anticipating and leading it.
Lambton College is an agent of change, and we are leading the way into Industry 4.0.
Change Everything is an invitation, a daring rally call to a generation of young people that are coming into post-secondary education wanting to change the world.
We think they can, and we believe Lambton College is uniquely positioned to deliver on that aspiration.
Change Everything is a declaration to our students that we all want the same thing.
We believe that young or old, they can change their lives in the wider world.
Change Everything does not live quietly and innocuously on a website, homepage, or program guide.
No, this tagline is owned and lived by students, faculty, staff, and leadership.
We see Change Everything living as comfortably on our varsity team warm-up shirts as it does on our research lab tech coats.
It's not a boast, it's the Lambton way of taking ownership of who we are and what we are striving to become.
It's not another empty slogan. It's a mindset and movement. It lives up to the ambitions of our students at Lambton College.
It's concise, confident, and bold.
Change culture,
change industry,
change career,
change the game.
Change today,
Change tomorrow, change everything.
Second half action about to get underway here. You're watching OCAA men's basketball here on your TV and at lclions.ca. I'm Tony Frangus. We bring you a match between the Lambton College Lions and the Sheridan College Bruins. The final home game of the regular season here for the Lambton Lions before they host the OCAA Provincial Championship March 6th through 8th right here at the Athletics and Fitness Complex at Lambton College. And we cordially invite you to join us. Guess that's what we were waiting on, was the officiating staff to get back to the court. Looks like everyone's here and ready to go. What a first half it was for the Lambton Lions. Surging was Jason Watts with 22 first half points. And Darius Canty in his first season with the Lions as well. What a year he has had. He got 14 in the first 20 minutes of play. And he's back on the court now. Cam David to DeAndre Reed to Tyrell Miller looking for three. Yes!
Miller for three.
Lions starting the second half with a bang. The rookie Tyrell Miller from long range. He's up to 9. And the lead now up to 14 at 62-48. DeAndre Reed swats that one away from Mario Feng. Cam David back out to Reed. Reed tries to split the defenders. There's Tyrell Miller, was left open, fakes. Cuts to Darius Canty, up and under.
Canty for Miller.
Darius Canty picking up right where he has left off these last few games. Last night, 1 rebound short of a double-double for his third consecutive game. He had 18 points, 9 rebounds, but give him the game ball for the 3 steals and 3 blocks, and of course the buzzer beater winner against Humber, 84-82. The Lions take it, winning their 5th in a row yesterday. And looking to end this homestand on a high note here. Nick Campbell goes off the glass. He's up to 8 points, the number 2 scorer in the OCAA, averaging about 24 a game. Tyrell Miller to DeAndre Reed, 3, and well, too much on it. Nick Campbell on the fast break. Retaliates with another 2.
Campbell.
And the Lions lead cut to 12. 8:27 to go here in the third quarter. Darius Canty cuts to Jason Watts, can't handle the pass, and back come the Sheridan Bruins. Danso Dappa spins around Cam David. Ball spins around the hoop and out. We're gonna go jump ball. Possession arrow was in favor of the Bruins, so it will be Sheridan ball. Stephon Simpson, number 8, is going to inbound. Pass cut off by Tyrell Miller. One of the things he does best, he has 9 steals in the 2 previous games. He had 5 against Canadore last weekend. He had 4 more yesterday against Humber. Unofficially, I believe, has a couple today as well. Play is split up again. It will remain Bruins ball. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Sheridan Bruins come in with the number 1 offense in the OCAA. Can't get the 2 points there as Darius Canty outlets to Cam David.
David with a bucket and 1.
Let me borrow a line from George Blaha. Count that baby, and a foul. Cam David is going to the line for 1. Outstanding rookie campaign it has been for Cam David. 14 points a game, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and close to 2.5 steals per game, and he completes the 3-point play there. Had 8 and 6 yesterday with 2 steals against Humber. And back at it here, Danso Dappa, fadeaway jumper won't go. Cam David on the fast break feeds, Darius Canty underneath.
Canty.
And Canty matches yesterday's total of 18. Driving is Campbell, too much off the glass. Tyrell Miller gets the rebound. Cam David to half court. David tried to kick out to Jason Watts. He's stripped, and here we go. Campbell 2-on-2 with David and Miller. Teammate Jamal Edwards nearby. And the Lions assuming the free throw rebounding position. That means Campbell is going to shoot. Journey Joseph has entered the game in favor of Cam David. Lions faithful in attendance making some noise to try and distract Nick Campbell. First free throw is short. "24 points per game, second in the entire province, Nick Campbell. And he goes 1 for 2 from the line. DeAndre Reed inbounds to Tyrell Miller. Goes cross court to Journey Joseph, back to Miller. Miller, double team near half court. Darius Canty kicks out to Tyrell Miller. Miller, 3. It's short, but there's the O-board from DeAndre Reed. Goes back and forth with Canty. Journey Joseph, his lane is closed, and there's Darius Canty.
Canty from Joseph.
The second Lion of the day to reach the 20-point threshold. And trying to respond is Mario Fang. Can't finish, and Darius Canty has it at half court. To Jason Watts from long range, no. Nick Campbell gets the rebound. Campbell trying to ignite the Bruins offense, catches the underside of the rim. And Journey Joseph tries to get it at DeAndre Reed. Pass is split up, and here we go, 2-on-2 play with Edwards and Campbell. Two players very difficult to defend. Two leading scorers for the Bruins. Those two combined for about 45 points on any given night. Edwards and Campbell averaging about 21 and 24 respectively, as number 10 Solomon Giamfi will re-enter the game for the Sheridan Bruins. And a brief discussion is going to take place at each team's respective sideline. 71-55, Lambton Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins here in OCAA men's basketball action. Like we've mentioned, this is the final home game of the regular season for the Lions here. One more game next weekend. They travel to Conestoga to take on the Condors, who sport a 6-12 record heading into this weekend. And then after that, bit of an intermission for the Lions before they host, well, the biggest prize in Ontario collegiate basketball, the OCAA Men's Basketball Provincial Championships, will take place right here at the Athletics and Fitness Complex March 6th through 8th. Tickets available now at lclions.ca and at the Athletics and Fitness Complex desk here at Lambton College during regular office hours. And we certainly invite you to come and check out the festivities. The best 8 teams in the province taking to the court over a 3-day tournament. The rules are simple. First 1 to 3 wins takes home the gold medal. The Lions looking for their first gold medal in school history. Sheridan, no stranger to taking home the grand prize. They are the defending champions. Right now facing a 16-point deficit at the hands of the Lions. They trail 71-55. 6:16 to go here in the third quarter. Number 2 scorer in the province, Nick Campbell, will shoot, and he hits the free throw. And he's up to 14. Tyrell Miller will bring it to half court. Sitting on 9 points now. Journey Joseph was thinking 3. Campbell got in the way. He's going to try and drive baseline. And the pass is picked off by Edwards. Here comes Jamal Edwards. One-on-one with Tyrell Miller. Miller got a hand on him, and that means Jamal Edwards is going to shoot 2. And that is Miller's 3rd personal foul. And coach making a decision to keep Miller out of any real foul trouble. We'll put him on the bench for the moment. Tyler Van Dyke, number 3, will check in and fill in for Miller in the interim. As Jamal Edwards' first free throw is good. And Jamal Edwards goes 2 for 2 from the line. Now with 17 points here in this one, he leads all Sheridan scorers. Van Dyke to Joseph, to DeAndre Reed on the wing. Back out to Van Dyke, catch and release. 3 is short. Darius Canty with the O-board. And another 14 seconds on the shot clock for the Lions. Cross court to Journey Joseph to Van Dyke. He's going to try again. Shot's a little short, and what an effort by Joseph to throw it off Solomon Giamfi. And the Lions retain possession with 13 left on the shot clock. Play interrupted by Nick Campbell. Last touch by Campbell. It will remain Lions ball with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Van Dyke inbounds to Joseph. Lions are going to have to work fast here. Shot clock down to 3. Joseph launches from long range.
Joseph for 3.
And that'll put Joseph into double digits. He has 11. Danso Dapa. Hand off to Simpson. Back out to Edwards from long range. It's short, but there's Danso Dapa with those second chance points. Number 1 in the province in offensive rebounds, the Sheridan Bruins. It's one of the things they do best, and that's what's going to keep them in a game like this. 74-60, they trail the Lambton Lions as Tyler Van Dyke looks to extend the lead. No good. And a fight for it near the baseline. And Journey Joseph visibly frustrated at his opponent, but it will be Lions ball. Giving a bit of an extra look to Jamal Edwards. As Modou Cisse is going to enter the game, number 5 for Sheridan. 4th year, 6'4" forward. Journey Joseph, 3, yes! He's heating up, Journey Joseph. Give him 14. As Nick Campbell misses from long range. Journey Joseph with the rebound. Hands off to Van Dyke. Tries to float one in. It's a little short. And there's Cisse with the rebound. Jamal Edwards. Quick in transition, trying to go coast to coast. Doesn't get the foul call, goes off his leg out of bounds, and it is Lions ball, and you can tell Edwards doesn't like the call one bit. And perhaps one of those calls that just ended up in favor of the Lions, making up for yesterday, because anybody who watched that game will tell you, Journey Joseph, no. There were some calls that definitely did not go in favor of the Lions, we'll put it that way. 3:46 to go here. 77-60, the Lambton Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins. 3:46 remaining here in the third. 5th team foul for the Lions. That means Nick Campbell is going to shoot a pair. As a team, the Sheridan Bruins 71% from the line this year. That average will go down ever so slightly with that miss. And 1 for 2 is Nick Campbell. He is up to 16. Journey Joseph fakes 3, drives baseline, tries to go up and under, draws the foul, and he'll set up at the line. Outstanding effort off the bench today for Journey Joseph. As Modou Cisse is called for the foul there. That's his 3rd. And the first one finds its way in. Mohamed Kasim for the Sheridan Bruins has visited the scorekeeper's table. He'll check in at next opportunity. Gonna have to wait for next whistle as Joseph misses the second free throw. Nick Campbell floats it in. And Campbell is going to shoot one here. As Kasim has entered the game, he wears number 12 for Sheridan. And after missing a few games with injury, number 11, Malik Akumba, is going to enter the game for the Lambton Lions. Certainly welcome Akumba back to the lineup here, the third-year guard from Ottawa, Ontario. Not sure what we're waiting on here, but we're back at it. DeAndre Reed inbounds to Journey Joseph, who will bring it to half court. Akumba. Bounce pass to Darius Canty is split up by Danso Dapa. Goes out of bounds into the Lions bench. It will remain Lambton ball. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Hand off to DeAndre Reed. Behind the back to Joseph. Back over to Reed. To Joseph. Going back and forth. Akumba in the corner. Launches the three. It's off the mark. Second chance opportunity. Can't finish, but that means Darius Canty's going to the line for two. Nick Campbell charged with the foul there. That's his second. And Darius Canty is going to shoot two. What a game he has had right now at 20 points. Make it 21. Amazing how loud the place gets when the visiting team is shooting a free throw, and you can hear a pin drop when the Lions attempt at the line. Canty goes 1 for 2. And DeAndre Reed called for a foul, despite the fact he's arguing that he didn't make contact at all. You could hear over and over again up in the booth, he didn't touch him, he didn't touch him. Nonetheless, that means Jamal Edwards is going to shoot two. He hits the first one. It's DeAndre Reed's third personal foul. And Edwards goes 2 for 2. 79-66. Lambton Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins. 2:55 to go in the third. Darius Canty brings it to half court to DeAndre Reed now. Calls back to Canty to give him some room. Reed trying to float it over the lane. Instead, no. Simpson has it now. With the handoff back to Jamal Edwards. Edwards. Instead, that was Kasim missing the three. Edwards in the corner, quick release. Trey is no good. Yet another, almost an offensive rebound. They're going to say last touch by the Lions. It will remain Bruins ball. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Simpson inbounds, and it is stolen by Journey Joseph. Goes one-on-one with Edwards. Edwards called for the foul. Joseph will shoot two. Edwards shaking his head immediately, looking at the officials, but the call is going to stand. And that's going to be Jamal Edwards' third foul. First free throw from Joseph is good. Give him 16 points. And Journey Joseph goes 2 for 2 from the line. He's up to 17. Great effort filling in the interim for Tyrell Miller. given a little bit of a break, currently sitting on 3 fouls. Likely be utilized again in the fourth. Campbell from the corner over Akumba, no good, and there's DeAndre Reed with the pull down. Now to Journey Joseph at half court. Minute 44 to go. Lions lead by 15. Here in the third quarter as Darius Canty can't finish. Kasim throwing an extra elbow there to get the defensive rebound, and Jamal Edwards streaks off the glass for 2. Lions slowing down the play here. Looking to collect themselves. They want to maintain the double-digit lead. Don't want to give Sheridan an inch as Malik Akumba launches the 3. Welcome back, Malik Akumba. Pull-up jumper from Danso Dapa is off the mark. Jason Watts gets the rebound, and back come the Lions again. Journey Joseph to half court. Over to DeAndre Reed. Reed with an opening. He's looking for 3. It's off. There's Akumba with the O-board, though. And a fresh 14 seconds on the shot clock for the Lions. Joseph, 3. Yes!
Joseph, 3.
Off the bench, Journey Joseph with 20 points. And quick to respond, no good. It's Mohamed Kasim missing the 3. And about a 5-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock here. Lions lead extended to its largest of the game, 19. Joseph taking his time, looking for an opening. The lane opens for him. He floats over the pair of defenders. Jason Watts can't get the putback. Shot is up, and Watts! It gets there for him eventually. At the buzzer, long ranger is short. And the Lions lead extended to its largest of the game as the third quarter comes to an end, 89-68. The Lambton Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins in the final home game of the regular season here for Lambton College. And we cordially invite you to the Athletics and Fitness Complex once again, March 6th through 8th. It is the OCAA Provincial Championships of Men's Basketball right here at the Lions Den. Tournament passes available at lclions.ca online, and you can visit the Athletics and Fitness Complex desk during regular office hours to pick up those passes as well. Not too often you see this, that 3 players for the same team will eclipse the 20-point mark by the end of 3 quarters, but it has happened here for the Lions as the offense is ticking at all ends here. Jason Watts leading all scorers in this one. The veteran, 24 points. Darius Canty in his first season with the Lions, he has 21. And Journey Joseph off the bench has 20. What a game it has been for him, especially from long range. And those shots have really been what has created this disparity today between the Lions and the Bruins. And you imagine the talk over at the Lions bench right now for the fourth quarter will just be to tighten up defensively. Much easier said than done against the Sheridan Bruins as the Bruins come in with the #1 offense in the province. Heading into today, averaging about 97 points per game, #1 in offensive rebounds as well. Those second chance points, they're going to need them in order to get back into this one as they currently trail the Lions by 21. Fourth quarter is now officially underway. Cam David has it with Simpson guarding close by. Darius Canty has it now. Nick Campbell in his face, but Canty not worried about it. Misses the fadeaway, and back comes Sheridan. Danso Dapa gets a bit of an opening at the baseline. Dapa been a quiet day for him offensively, has been held to just 5 points. Normally averages up to 7 now, averaging about 15 a game. Jason Watts trying to back his way into the paint off the glass for 2. And the veteran is up to 26. Danso Dapa, pull-up jumper. Eventually finds its way in. Tyrell Miller slowly bringing it to half court. He's back in. DeAndre Reed has it now to Darius Canty. One-on-one against Kasim. Goes over Kasim. Bounces out, and here come the Sheridan Bruins once again. Not wasting any time. They want to close the gap on the scoreboard as quickly as possible. Simpson looking to do just that. Misses from the mark. There's the O board. And 3 points back.
Edwards for 3.
3 more second chance points for Jamal Edwards. But there's Darius Canty receiving the outlet pass. He gets 2 of them back. That'll put Darius Canty up to 23. Kasim, the tray.
Kasim for 3.
Mohamed Kasim now at 13 points. Sheridan Bruins forever a threat from long range as well, as they are shooting about 33% on the season. And Simpson fouled on the way up. He's going to shoot 2. Jason Watts doesn't like the call. Jason Watts' 3rd foul.
Joseph Anthony Walking.
As Darius Canty will get a bit of rest, Journey Joseph has re-entered the game. And what a contribution Joseph has made off the bench today. 20 points as Simpson missed the first free throw. Goes 0 for 2 from the line, and there's Jason Watts with the critical defensive rebound. Tyrell Miller brings it to half court, trying to get around Simpson. There was Reed trying to set the screen for him. Whistle blew, but there was no official gesture from the officials. Some acknowledgement from the shot clock perhaps wasn't where it should have been, as Romar Subban has entered the game for the Bruins. Cam David nearly picked off by Edwards. Instead, he'll go off the glass, gets 2 points.
David.
The rookie, Cam David, how about it? 7:25 to go, 95-78. Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins. Pull-up jumper at the baseline. Nick Campbell, good for 2.
Campbell.
And Cam David, slow to bring it to half court, just trying to burn some time off of the clock. And he is stripped by Subban, and back come the Bruins here, 2-on-1. It's Danso Dapa to finish it off.
Danso Dapa.
And the Lions' lead has been cut to 13, was as much as 21 at the start of the quarter. Into DeAndre Reed. Kicks out to Jason Watts from the wing.
Watts for 3.
He's up to 29. Jason Watts, one of the best three-point shooters in the province. Doing what he does best. Jamal Edwards. His lane is closed. He'll float from long range. No good. There's Kasim catching the air ball, though, and it's good for 2. Tyrell Miller quick to get back on offense. Jason Watts gets a bit of an opening. It's off the mark. And back come the Sheridan Bruins. Pull-up jumper. It's Danso Dapa. No good. Jason Watts with another rebound. And Tyrell Miller nearly grinds the play to a halt here, just trying to slow it down. Slow down the play and burn some precious seconds off the clock here. Trying to protect the lead. Jason Watts backs up on Danso Dapa. Step back jumper, rolls in for 2 more. And what a game he has had, his final career regular season game, and it is becoming one for the ages for him. He's at 31. As Edwards' finger rolls in for 2. Well, the Stripes are going to have a brief conversation here, and I guess we will too as we try to decipher what exactly the issue is. Usually there's some obvious hand gestures that the refs are able to give, and that'll tell you what the occurrence was, but we didn't get one of those up here in the broadcast booth, so we're still trying to make sense of it. And at the end of it, Jason Watts will shoot a free throw. And it will be Lions ball. It's indicative of a technical foul. We just didn't see where it came from. However, no team fouls on the board for the Bruins. Tyrell Miller backing up towards half court, giving some space from Edwards. Journey Joseph with Kasim guarding close by. Joseph feeds DeAndre Reed off the glass. There's two
from Joseph.
And he's up to 8 points. Kasim. Pass is stolen by Joseph. He feeds a streaking Cam David off the glass. My goodness. Add that one to the highlight reel, Jason Watts. Campbell trying to quiet the crowd here, but my goodness, that one's going to be posted to Facebook tonight. Lambton College men's basketball team on Facebook. The video will be there, I'm sure, as DeAndre Reed misses the three. Lions still lead it by 17. Jamal Edwards tries to float over Jason Watts, and he does.
Edwards.
Brief timeout is taken here with 4 minutes to go. What a game it has been for Jason Watts, 34 points. Those last two, probably the flashiest out of the bunch of them, though. Trio of highlight reel dunks today for Jason Watts. And if the scouts are watching, I'll tell you, Jason Watts likes to put on a show, and he's good at what he does. 105-90, the Lambton Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins here in OCAA men's basketball action. The Lions looking to win their 6th in a row. And are about 4 minutes away from pulling that off. Sheridan Bruins trying to avoid the Southwestern Ontario sweep. They lost last night, 110-97 against the St. Clair Saints. Lambton Lions playing on back-to-back days as well, though, as they hosted the Humber Hawks yesterday. What a game that was, 84-82 it finished. Darius Canty with the buzzer-beating heroics. Journey Joseph has it now. Jason Watts weighing his options, gives it to DeAndre Reed. Shot clock down to 8. Tyrell Miller to Cam David. David decides to pull up, and the baseline jumper right over the hand of Abdullah Feta. It's good for 2. Tyrell Miller picks off the pass, and Watts gets it back to Miller. And how about it?
And one.
Count that baby and a foul. Tyrell Miller. Giving the Lions faithful a show here. The emphatic one-handed slam. He's fouled on the way up, and he gets to shoot one. And he nails it, Tyrell Miller. Give him 12 points, Shaq Seymour. The graduate, he's going to step in. He wears number 5. Him along with Tyler Grievers, Jason Herron, and Jason Watts, all honored before the start of today's game. Mishandled by Tayshawn King as he was trying to drive down the lane, and it will be Lions ball. And the Lions starting to run away with this one. So Tyler Grievers, the graduate, coming in. Well, DeAndre Reed got teed up. It's his 4th. Tyler Grievers is checked into the scorekeeper's table. In all likelihood, will check in for Reed to keep the size on the court. And that's what's going to happen. Technical foul notwithstanding. Both sides really have played some disciplined basketball here in the 4th quarter. The Lions with just 2 team fouls, Sheridan just 1. As Cam David walks it to half court. David looking for an opening. Feeds Tyler Grievers down low. He's blocked. They're going to say it was clean. Shaq trying to feed Grievers at the baseline. The pass split up by D'Emmanuel Jumbo. Jason Watts has it now. Shot clock expires. Lions not too concerned about it. They do sport a 20-point lead right now, 110-90, 2:41 to go here in the 4th. Anything can happen in basketball, of course, but it is a tough deficit for the Bruins to overcome here. And number 6, that is Abdullah Feta trying to close the gap. Keyshawn Legal has visited the scorekeeper's table for the Lambton Lions. He'll come in at next opportunity. Journey Joseph fouled by Feta. Keyshawn Legal, the rookie, will check in. Tyler Van Dyke trying to get an opening. Gets it to Jason Watts. Pull up jumper, yes!
Watts for 3.
Quick catch and release. He is teasing the 40-point mark. Right now at 37. Fighting his way into the paint, it's Tayshawn King for 2. Tyler Van Dyke had to pick up his dribble. With Brooks on him, Keyshawn Legal gets it to half court though. He gets it opening, thinking pull up jumper, he does. It floats out. Nearly got the ball back, but here come the Bruins. Gonna say a foul on Seymour as he tried to split up the play. 113-95, Lions lead it. Minute 30 to go. The result of this one, all but certain. And the 3-point attempt from Brooks is well short. Keyshawn Legal trapped near the baseline. Jambo called for the foul. And Shaq Seymour is going to inbound for the Lions. Gets it to Watts at half court. Floats it back to Seymour. Had a few options there. Elected to go to Grievers now out near the free throw line. Legal saying, get back down low. I'll get it to you. Jason Watts. Step back. 3. Yes!
Amplified 40.
In his final regular season home game, Jason Watts has hit 40. And how about it? A standing O for Jason Watts, and rightfully so. In his final regular season home game, puts up a career day. 40 points. And you could certainly put together a compilation of his highlights from this game alone. My goodness, a pair of alley-oop dunks from earlier. There was the one off the glass in the third quarter from Tyrell Miller as well. My goodness, what a performance he has put up. And it's in cases like this, when you're the Lambton Lions, you say, come on, come take another academic program or something so we can see you on the court for another couple of years. But this is his final year of OCAA eligibility, and he is graduating from Lambton College. We certainly wish him all the best going forward, and that goes for the other graduates as well. Jason Herron, Jack Seymour, and Tyler Grievers. Thank them for the contributions they have made to the Lambton Lions program here. 116-95. Lambton Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins. 52 seconds left. The result of this one no longer in doubt. Bianunga Ngakira has stepped in for the Lions. He wears number 23. The one they call B-Man. Floater into Seymour. Able to retain possession. Pass is behind Van Dyke and into the bench. It is Bruins ball. And a timeout has been taken, and I don't know if there's any real strategy to be discussed here. Is it possible for the Sheridan Bruins to hit 7 3-pointers in 40 seconds? That's what it'll take in order for them to force overtime. But the result of this one pretty much no longer in doubt here. A 21-point lead for the Lambton Lions in their final home game of the regular season, putting on such a display here. And we can't overstate the impact of Jason Watts today with 40 points. A mark that is darn near impossible to hit in the OCAA. You don't see it very often. A couple of times a season it might happen. Very memorable game for Watts for a lot of reasons, but a lot of good memories, that's for sure. 41.8 seconds left on the clock here, 116-95. Lambton College leading Sheridan College here in OCAA men's basketball. Thank you for watching here today on your TV and online at lclions.ca. Brooks for three, yes.
Brooks for three.
That's one of those threes that they needed. And perhaps a bit of a miscue between Legal and Ngakira.
Timeout.
And we're going to take we're beginning to theorize up here in the broadcast booth that they're using the timeouts just for the sake of using them and stretching it out as I go through all of my talking points here, which in itself has become a talking point. But nonetheless, perhaps talk a little bit of strategy. You got to wonder what it is over at the sideline. Not much to discuss for the Lions. How to protect an 18-point lead with 30 seconds. I don't think there's much that they have to do. I'll remind you again, March 6th through 8th, the OCAA Provincial Championships right here at the Athletics and Fitness Complex at Lambton College. Passes available online now at lclions.ca and over at the Fitness Complex desk here at the Lambton College campus during regular office hours. Tayshawn King is going to inbound for the Bruins. With 30 seconds to go, Brooks is going to launch another three. Well, there's two of them.
Brooks for three.
Okay, this one isn't over yet. Tyler Van Dyke gets it to half court to an open Shaq Seymour. Was looking for the two-handed slam. He was fouled on the way, and he will set up for two.
Seymour to shoot two.
An opportunity to score a couple of points here in his final regular season home game of his Lambton College career. First one misses. Got to hand it to the fans for sticking around for this one. As the result is certain here, Seymour on the board. Shot clock is off. Feta for three. Okay, there's three of them. You said they needed 7. But with 12 seconds to go, they're going to let up. Oh, perhaps not. Doing anything they can to extend this. Jambo with the foul.
Jambo with the foul.
See a couple of smirks over from the Sheridan coaching staff. We're beginning to think it is intentional just to stretch this out a little bit. But nonetheless, Seymour, first free throw, no good. 9 seconds away here from a Lambton Lions victory. That is unless, of course, well, the Bruins are out of timeout, so they can't do that. 0 for 2 from the line. Tayshaun King to Jambo. The three is off the mark, and that's going to do it. Final score, the Lambton Lions win 117 to the Sheridan
Bruins,
Lambton
117, Bruins 104.
Jason Watts in his final regular season home game, an incredible 40 points. And that's going to do it here. The next game for the Lambton Lions, last one for the regular season. Next Saturday, they're headed off to Conestoga to take on the 6-12 Conestoga Condors. And then 3 weeks from now, it is the OCAA Provincial Championships right here at the Lions Den at Lambton College. My name is Tony Frangus. Thank you so much for joining us throughout this season. We'll be back in 3 weeks' time, March 6th, right here at the Lions Den. One more time, your final score, Lambton Lions 117, Sheridan Bruins 104. Bye for now.
And don't forget to get your OCAA tickets. Lambton hosting this March 6 to 8. Then it'll be a big game and most likely a sellout. That's March 6 when your hometown Lions hit playoff mode.
Okay.